Alright, and we are back for the fourth and final installment of the wonderful, fantastic, amazing podcast of amazingness. So we're coming back to you guys, and like we said in the last part, con nightmares.
Okay.
And I know I'm going to start off real quick, if you guys don't mind.
Yeah.
Since you had your last couple starting points, so I'm going to do this one. And I only have one because I was only at one con and I enjoyed most of it, but there was another con there that we will refer to as JCon.
JCon.
And I personally didn't have that many issues. The one major issue that I really had was I was trying to walk across the con floor, I think Saturday night, and there was just this massive group of people from this other con just walking through the area, and it was literally the central hub it was in the lobby, and there were panels on either side, and my room was on the other side that they were coming from, and I could not walk through. They would not let me cut through the line. They had people that pushed me back and said, no, you have to find another way around or wait. And I was just like
we were like
really?
Lepers.
Yeah. It was like, wait a minute. I'm sorry, but I'm staying at this hotel as well. I'm at my own convention here. I paid my money. You have no right to say that I can't walk through here. And they were also blocking off because there's a set of escalators there.
Yep. And
the escalators were blocked off. So anyone who came up the escalator, they may just turn around and go right back down and walk all the way around the hotel. And I feel like that was just complete BS.
It was.
Like, how you can't do that. And it was the fact that it wasn't even hotel staff, but their own people who were preventing us from going across.
So the irony also
is just ridiculous. And then the other part was blocking off elevators and certain entrances and exits to the hotel.
Right.
I know of people who literally had to walk all the way around the hotel to get to their cars rather than taking the exit that goes straight into the parking garage because it was blocked off for exclusive use by that convention. That just seems completely inappropriate to me.
Now, the purpose of that youth group, JCon, was basically supposed to introduce other culture
to their beliefs.
Right. They did not, and they also segregated themselves.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
And that's the irony.
Yeah, there was whole sections of the hotel that if you were, and I'm doing air quotes here, caught in, you would be forced out of by angry people. And I mean, I saw someone literally try to go up one of the stairwells, and one of their staff members ran after them, shouting, "No, you can't go through there."
That's an experience that I had. I was walking around with somebody, and she was in cosplay, but I wasn't. We had accidentally started walking towards an area where that con was, and we had people basically run up to us and tell us that we couldn't go in there and turn around right now.
Yeah.
Like, it was not pleasant.
Like, I actually, and it probably happened because I know the mentality of some of the other con-goers for Katsu was quite less amiable than ours. But I have to wonder what happened if they just kept walking. Like, did they actually get physical? Because as soon as someone laid hands on someone else, then all bets were off.
Yeah.
Because, again, not hotel staff, you're going to have major issues. And I heard, this is all rumor, but I heard that there were people who actually had damage to their cosplays and stuff. Which, I mean, that's completely unacceptable. I know the uproar was ridiculous among the cosplay groups and everything. But other than that, like, for the con as a whole, I was fine. Like, I didn't mind the trip down or anything. I mean, we were squished into that car like sardines, but I was okay with it. Just because of what we were going to and how excited I was and everything. Like, I was perfectly fine with it. Whatever, just get me there. So I didn't have any issues with that. I didn't have any issues with the sleeping conditions or anything like that. I was so excited to be there. I just did my thing and just went, and I had a great time. So I don't have much beyond the other convention that was there. You have anything, Jane? Because I know Masa has some stories. So.
I got Well, I don't have any like nightmare stories. It was just uncomfortable, sleeping on the floor and have people get up in the morning and start talking when you were clearly not ready to get up.
Yeah.
So that was pretty annoying. But other than that, no, I was fine. I had a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. I have to wonder if that's just because it was our first con and we were so bubbly about it.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of the other people who were getting fed up with stuff were the veterans. So it's like they had the magic worn off a bit. I would imagine anyway. So maybe that has a big impact. What about you, Masa?
I mean, I got my soul sucked out of like the newcomers. But I mean, other than that, like pretty much. Like here, this is also another rumor, but I think I'm 60 to 75% sure. That convention that was there is banned now.
Yeah, that I have heard that. I know I've looked it up and I had a hard time finding concrete evidence, but it seemed like a lot of people were talking about it, so I'm inclined to believe it was true. But I mean that's impressive because I'm not sure of the exact number, but there were a lot more of us than there were of them.
Yeah.
And I hear there was a lot of damage and obviously the disruption that they caused us and the complaints that we caused to the hotel because it was ridiculous. It's amazing that such a small group was able to
say something.
Oh no, it was just I heard somebody got banned and I thought it was I don't know who I thought it was, but I didn't know it was the Otakon that was there.
Yeah.
Part of their group. So they were a youth group?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no.
They're rich 17 years old.
Yeah, that's right, because when we were walking through the hallways of our floor, I saw a lot of like girls.
Like for me, I mean, the only nightmare I had was having that responsibility of keeping everything in track and paying up. But that's the other thing. Kind of nightmare. For some odd reason, I ended up on the floor on Thursday night.
Well, okay, you flipped yourself off of the bed, alright? That was your own damn fault.
And that hurt though. I knocked myself out. I mean, I want the listener to just imagine this. I'm sleeping in bed. I think
he's in between. You were in between me and Jane.
You're right. And then I saw something like flash, and I think that was my cell phone. I went to go reach for it, and next thing happened, I fall and hit my head somewhere, probably on the ground, and I blacked out.
Which is impressive because we were all laying on the bed. His head was up by our heads, and somehow he wound up at the foot of the bed.
I will say though,
I don't know what happened there, but
at one point, I don't know what time it was, but at one point I think you rolled over and you bulldozed in my back, and then you rolled back over. What was that?
Me?
Yeah.
It couldn't have been me.
You hit me pretty hard, and I was like,
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, okay.
You tell me now? You tell me this now?
Well,
as we do a podcast?
She's pulling out the big guns, the secret ammunition.
What you were saying?
But yeah, I don't know how you end up on the floor then, because I don't know if I didn't wake up after that.
I didn't wake up. I sleep like a rock. Like, I did not wake up for anything those nights at all. Like, everyone else was like, oh, I had such a hard time sleeping. I was out. And that may have been in part because I always put my music on when I'm sleeping with a group of people and just put my earbuds in and just shut everything out. But, like, movement, light, it does not get to me. I'm just gone.
Yeah. I mean, me as a light sleeper.
Well, you woke up at, like, when someone, like, sneezed in their sleep.
You heard an alarm that none of us, woke up to.
That fire alarm.
Yeah,
hey,
that was a bit of a nightmare.
Okay, that was. I mean, I got yelled at.
By everyone.
Everybody hated you.
And then we get the warning thing. Oh, it was that we had a fire alarm and it's a false alarm. Please go back. I'm like, fuck you two. I was correct. I should have burnt you guys like bacon.
Meanwhile, I woke up once, heard everyone yelling, and everyone else was just like, nope, put my earbuds back in, rolled back over, not dealing with this.
I felt like an anti-hero for that. I saved everyone's ass right there.
Yeah, you did.
I mean,
we're actually, not to cut you off, Masa, we're in the last 5 minutes, and I know I definitely want to go over recommendations. Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous. We're at 40 on the timer, so, we're getting pretty damn close, right? Am I right?
Yes, we are, 5 minutes and 21 seconds.
Alright, so, I don't know what thought you had going there, Masa.
Yeah, I was gonna go into the recommendation, the con survival.
Yeah, absolutely.
From my experience, here are what you need. Pop-Tarts.
Yep.
water,
Mhm.
a lot of water,
Mm-hmm.
or water. I don't know how you guys say it.
Witter?
Water.
Water? Where are you getting witter?
No,
This isn't Twitter, man.
no, it's Philadelphia
My roommate is Woodard, but she's from New Jersey.
or Jersey.
Huh.
They're close. But anyway,
no, it's water to me.
they are.
Yeah, close, right.
But water, Febreze,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Shower,
shower, soap, deodorant, food,
Obvious thing.
well, yeah.
cash.
Yeah, always make sure you have cash, because you can't be sure that a dealer is going to take credit.
And
So,
yeah, like wear clothes, or if you're cosplaying, at least like bring something that's secure,
Mhm.
like a pocket or something that you won't lose stuff. Because that happened to somebody that was with us. She lost some very important things that she had to go looking for, and luckily they found them at the lost and found. So.
That's good.
yeah. See, that's funny. I didn't actually, to this day, I hadn't known if she found them or not.
Wear sandals too. Apparently, you have to wear sandals. You can strip naked almost.
Well, you can't be barefoot.
Yeah, which I guess
Escalators.
makes sense, because,
Escalators, they cut.
yeah, the escalators. Not going to talk about that, because that freaks me out. For my recommendations, I would say bread and peanut butter and jelly. If not, actual
Nutella.
cold cuts.
Okay.
I know I wanted to get cold cuts, but we weren't able to find any at the Walmart we went to, which was so weird.
That was really weird.
Yeah, I know you really wanted
still
those
hold a grudge?
Lunchables.
Really one of those Lunchables.
Still hold that grudge.
Yeah, I did. I was like, wow, we're in Walmart, can't find any Lunchables.
What is this bullshit? But definitely bread and peanut butter. Like Masa said, lots of bottles of water. They're really convenient to just grab and go out onto the floor and hydrate real quick, because you're doing a lot of walking. There's a lot of people, and especially for Otakon, which is going to be in the summer, it's going to be hot.
Dress lightly.
Yeah, dress lightly if you can. If your cosplay doesn't allow it, just drink constantly. Also, another suggestion that I have: if you need to use the bathroom, try and do it when you're out on the floor.
Yeah.
Like, try not to hold up the bathroom in your room, especially if you're staying with a lot of people.
Right.
Because then you're inconveniencing everyone, and then everyone's gonna just get more grumpy. And just go out, use the public restrooms. No one's gonna question it or anything. Just do your business and then go about your day.
Sure.
So I would definitely suggest that.
For showers, train yourself. When I say train yourself, time yourself 10 minutes of showers.
Yeah, take the fastest showers you possibly can. Again, especially if you're bunking with a lot of people. If you've got like
9 plus
4 or 5 people, you can be a bit more lenient. But when you have a lot of people in the room, you just gotta go. Like,
Shower at night.
yeah, showering at night is good.
If you don't sleep all on the floor, prepare for that.
Yeah, make sure that you have lots of bedding if you can afford to bring it. And that's the other thing, which we've said before, pack light. Which I'm not gonna harass Jane about this because we did last time. But pack as light as you possibly
Now you
possibly
know
can.
Yeah.
Now you can police your friends.
Well, I came down the elevator and saw you guys, like, it's too much, and you're like,
And then when I showed you my car,
Did our faces drop?
Yeah, they just looked at me like, what are you doing?
you looked like a foreign object to me.
You guys will all appreciate this once you see the pictures of what the car wound up like, once we had everything shoved in
That
there.
wasn't even everything though.
Well, you
my-
had pictures of when we were at Walmart, right?
Yes, but
Which
that
is
wasn't
not, that's
everything.
before
We had
Jim, right?
We had an
Oh, I forgot about that.
Jim's reaction was
He
hilarious.
hit me for it.
He was ready.
He hit me for it.
He was ready to kill us too.
No, he hit me for it. I'm like, smack.
Yeah, he yelled at us.
Yeah.
Well, now you know.
Yeah.
Duffel bag, and tell your friends that, because I know those guys are new to it. And judging, I'm gonna assume they're probably the same thing like
I don't know, I mean.
hairdryer.
We only need one hairdryer. That's like, and I mean, this is coming from a guy's perspective. I haven't used a hairdryer in years, but I feel like we only need one hairdryer. If the hotel doesn't provide it, because usually they do.
You don't know if they do.
Yeah, so I mean,
The one hotel we are staying, there's a hairdryer.
cool.
There was.
But
Well, no, like the Otakon.
there is going to be one in
There
Otakon.
is one, yes.
Okay, cool.
I still gotta double check on that. But
All right.
we got 30 seconds or 25 seconds.
Yep. All right. Well, for our next podcast, then, guys, we're thinking possibly doing a commentary on Rebuild of Evangelion 2.22. We're gonna talk about that, see if we want to do it. If we don't do that, we're gonna talk Hell's End.
Yep.
We'll talk Crispin Freeman. We'll talk Helsing. We'll talk Helsing Ultimate. We'll talk the manga. So it's going to be really good times. I'm looking forward to it. Jane will have a lot to say. I know I've read the manga. I haven't seen the anime, so it'll be good. But anyway, guys, we're over time. So this is Tom.
I'm Masa.
I'm Jane.
We are signing out. We hope you all have a good week.